सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ विचार सागर। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः। Sixth chapter, page 214, topic 333, last 3 lines. अतश्च स्वप्नाधिष्ठानचैतन्यगतसत्यता एव मिथ्यापदार्थे प्रतीयते इति। मिथ्यापदार्थनिष्ठसत्यता विषयकज्ञानमपि अन्यथा ख्यातिरित्येव अङ्गीक्रियते। एवमेव अधिष्ठान ब्रह्मनिष्ठकारणता देशकालयोः अन्यथा ख्यातिरिति एव प्रतिभाति। Nischalodasa, making use of anyatha khyati of Nyaya Vaiseshika philosopher, by taking the example of Phatika Japa Kusuma example, red flower and white crystal. What for this example for Anyatha Khyati? We are borrowing that temporarily. Advaiti accepting Anyatha Khyati and introducing Anyatha Khyati also in Swapna Vishaya, and the world is super karyam and desha kala as karanam, and the karanam karanatha is given by the Brahma Chaitanya. So desha kala also first they have to come. We are talking about the topic of adhyasa, erroneous perception. The whole samsara is nothing but erroneous perception. Erroneous perception only is known as adhyasa. This erroneous perception with regard to rope, snake, shell, silver, japa, kusuma, like that, so many types of adhyasa. This error is also 4 types we saw. Akhyati, anyatha khyati, anirvachaniya khyati, etc. So ours Advaitins khyati is anirvachaniya khyati, very unique to Advaitam. Even though ours is anirvachaniya khyati, we take or we make use of anyatha khyati also temporarily in certain cases. Like people making use of, they have car also and cycle also. Swamiji gives one example. Many people have scooter and car. Why two vehicles? Just when I want to make use of scooter, I can make use of. When I want to make use of car, I can. Like that, anirvachaniya khyati, whenever it is required for me, I will make use of it. Anyatha khyati also I will make use of it. What is wrong in that? I need not take only one khyati in all places. Anyhow, all are erroneous perception only. My conclusion is anirvachaniya khyati. Advaitin's conclusion is anirvachaniya khyati only. But Nischaladasa says, I make use of anyatha khyati. Then what is anyatha khyati is explained here by drishtanta, then goes to dashtanta. All the examples are meant to know that dashtanta, how the world, time, place, all are superimposed on Brahman. That superimposition, erroneous perception, people are looking at the world as real, time, place, all are real. Shastra says all are projections, all are superimposition. Therefore, Jagat Mithya, our conclusion. But they are not accepting that. Jagat Mithya, what is our Anumana Vakyam? Jagat Mithya. Uchita desha kala abhavat swapna prapanchavat. This is called Anumana Vakyam. We come to conclusion. We establish the world is unreal because there is no sufficient time and place for the objects to be created. That is like Swapna Prapancha. The Karyakarana Sambandha all are like in Swapna Prapanchavat. Jagat Mithya. Swapna Mithya we accept, everyone. Like that Swapna you have to accept this world, we said. That is our final conclusion. But Purva Pakshi, Nyaya philosopher said, no. How can you say like Swapna, it is also Mithya? There are Karya Karana Sambandha in Swapna. Then we negated that Karya Karana Sambandha for temporarily and we accepted Anyatha Khyati. And wherever that Anyatha Khyati clearly to be presented, that idea, this Adhyasa Dwara, we are presenting. Adhyasa is of two types. Superimposition is of two types. Misconception or erroneous perception, Adhyasa. One is transference. Sankranti, we call it as in Sanskrit Sankranti. Transference. Transference of red color to crystal is one type of transference. And transference of painting, suppose house is newly painted and you sit near the wall and that color will come to your dress when you touch the wall naturally. What type of Sankranti it is? What type of transference this is? One is Vastavika Sankranti, another is Adhyasika Sankranti. Wall painting, touching, coming to that wall painting is appearing on the shirt is Vastavika Sankranti. You cannot say it is Mithya. Wall painting and to your dress, it made that color, blue color and blue color, white shirt became blue because of that wall color. Sankranti and transference. What type of transference? Vastavika. It is not Adhyasika. It is not adhyasika transference. It is not misconception transference. It is real transference. Therefore, you have to wash later by detergent powder. That is called Vastavika Sankranti. What is Adhyasika Sankranti? Superimposition of red flower and crystal. We hold on to this red color flower and crystal from few classes. So Adhyasika Sankranti is Spatika Rakta Varnima or Raktima. Spatika Raktima. Spatikasya Raktima. Now today I kept crystal and red flower. Okay. Now you see this crystal is there in front. I kept flower at the back, red flower. Now crystal is appearing as red to you. Crystal is appearing as red to you. But if I remove the flower, this crystal it's not red. So this example we are seeing crystal and red flower. Okay, now you see the red crystal. Very nice example. So I got good aids today. Aids means teaching aids. Okay, it's very nice to get clarity in it. So what he says in Atascha Swapnadhisthana Chaitanya. This is Dashtanta. That Swapna Adhisthana Chaitanyam. In dream, Adhisthana Chaitanya Gata Satyata. That reality of that Chaitanyam, Satyata Chaitanyam, Mithya Padartha Pratiyate. Mithya Padartha means Swapna Padartheshu. Swapna Adhisthana Chaitanyam. Here Dirgha is not required. Adhisthana Chaitanyam Gata Satyata. So existence, Satyatvam, existence means Sat. Sat is there in the Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam is called Sat. So that Satyata, dream is. Dream is. That isness given by whom? Chaitanyam. Adhishtanam Chaitanyam, Adhisthana Chaitanya Gata Satyata. That Sat existence is, which is in that Chaitanyam, which Chaitanyam is the substratum. Mithya Padarthe, Swapna Padarthe, Pratiyate appears. Dream tiger is there, dream elephant is there, dream mountain is there. That isness given by Chaitanyam. Pratiyate. Mithya Padartha Nishta Satyata Vishayaka Jnanamapi. So that is a Vishayadhyasa, Arthadhyasa. First one is Arthadhyasa. Then Mithya Padartha Nishtha Satyata Vishayaka Jnanamapi Anyatha Khyati Rityangi Karyaha. So Arthadhyasa, Jnanadhyasa. First there must be a Vishaya, and Vishaya is called Artha. You superimpose the first object, then you get that knowledge. Getting that knowledge, a superimposed object knowledge is called Jnanadhyasa, I said. Superimposing the object which is not there, Anyatra. Anyatra Anyasya Dharmaha. Superimposition is called Anyatha Khyati, we said. Here also, that dharma which is in Chaitanyam, Satyata, is superimposed on the dream objects. Mithya Padartha Nishtha Satyata Vishayaka Jnanam. So that Mithya Padartha has got existence. Satyata Jnanamapi Anyatha Khyati Reva. That is also a type of erroneous perception only. What type of erroneous perception? Anyatha khyati rupa perception, erroneous perception. They say arthadhyasa is because of tamoguna pradhanyata. There are differences. Why? What is the difference between arthadhyasa and jnanadhyasa? Adhyasa, when it is predominantly tamasic, it is called arthadhyasa. Jnanadhyasa is when, because of sattva-guna predominance, avidya. When avidya is predominantly tamasic, it is arthadhyasa. When avidya is predominantly sattvic, it is called jnanadhyasa. So jnanadhyasa comes when avidya is sattvic predominance. This is another type of observation at avidya level. So therefore, with this evameva adhisthana brahmanishtha karanata. Similarly, that karanatvam, where is the karanatvam? Karanatvam is in Brahman. Adhisthana Chaitanya means Brahman. Brahmanishtha, that which is in Brahman, which is adhishtanam, deshakalayoho. Deshakalayoho, when you transfer to deshakala. That karanata, which is in Brahman, Brahman's karanatvam superimposed on deshakala. That's why they say deshakala, in anirvachaniya khyati we say, first deshakala utpatti prathamam vaktavyam. Prathamam vaktavyam. We have to say first the birth of deshakala. Then superimposition is possible upon the deshakala. What superimposition? Karanata, karanatvam, karanadharma, superimposition. Afterwards, you have two things, deshakala and adhisthana chaitanya. Because anyatha khyatiki, two things are required. That is going to come next topic. For anyatha khyati, two things are required. But now, after giving karanata to deshakala, deshakala is going to be the karanam. What that is superimposed karanata from Brahman. So that karanata, now Brahma Chaitanyam is there. Deshakala also there. Two are there. Now anyatha khyati happens. So once you have got two things, you can bring anyatha khyati. So through anyatha khyati alone, you can explain the adhyastatvam, adhyasa, which is attributed to adhisthana chaitanyam, adhishtanam. Adhishtanam get that karanata transferred to deshakala. Afterwards only you can talk about the world karyam. Jagat as karyam, deshakala as karanam. That karanata superimposed by Brahman, that superimposition. So Brahman, deshakala. Deshakala is the karanam. Because of deshakala, then superimposition of the karya prapancha. Like that, step by step it goes. Now, deshakalayoho anyatha khyatihi eva pratibhati. Now we'll enter the 334. These topics are very, very, very subtle. We'll try to understand how much you can understand. See, otherwise appreciate how great our Shastra is, because we cannot understand. Like that also you can appreciate. Because you are understanding. I know that. If at all you feel difficulty, see how great our ancestors are. That is why I always say, ours is land of thinkers. Land of thinkers. not ordinary thinking, high thinking, high genius, highest you can say. So that is what at least we can see how great our acharyas, how brilliant they are. At least by listening to these topics, we also get little taste. The more you dwell upon that subject, the more you get taste more and more. Like rasagulla. It is a rasagulla, the sweet syrup like. See, whatever you like it, if you like it, it is very nice. Okay, you are liking, that's why you are attending the class. Okay, now I will read. अंतःकरणस्य यत्र द्वाभ्यां पदार्थाभ्यां सम्बन्धः तत्र अन्यथा ख्यातिः यत्र एकेन पदार्थेन सम्बन्धः तत्र अनिर्वचनीय ख्यातिः. Now Nischala says Anyatha Khyati is occasionally accepted by Advaiti. What is that occasion? What is that occasion we make use of Anyatha Khyati? Like Nimitta. That Nimitta Karanam must be like a rope snake. To see the snake upon the rope, rope is there, one nimittam is there, karanam must be there. That Nischala Dasa says, first heading I will explain, later we will go to the paragraph. So yatha jnanam tatha vastu, yatha vastu tatha jnanam. As the object, so the knowledge. As the knowledge, so the object. Suppose I show the crystal now. The crystal is the object. What knowledge you get? We get now crystal knowledge. Yatha vishayaha tatha jnanam. I have got crystal jnanam, yatha jnanam, tatha vishayaha. As the object, as the knowledge, so the object. As the knowledge, so the object. As the object, so the knowledge. Therefore, yatha vastu tatha jnanam, yatha jnanam tatha vastu. Now, antahkaranasya, in antahkaranam, in one's own mind. Antahkaranam means mind. Yatra dvabhyam padarthabhyam, where there are two objects. Sambandha bhavati. Now in this crystal, here is my flower. Okay. So the crystal and the red flower. So that red flower and the crystal, when we see here two padarthas, red flower and crystal, two are there. Dvabhyam padarthabhyam sambandha. So the sambandha, proximity, relation, association, sambandha. Now here what khyati we have to apply? Here two objects are there, flower is there and crystal is there. Tatra anyatha khyatihi. We make use of anyatha khyatihi. The red flower, color, redness, raktima, lauhityam, sankrantihi to this crystal. Anyatha khyati. Yatra, wherever, yatra kena padarthena, by which object, sambandha ekena padarthena, yatra ekena, yatra ekena, where there is one object, ekena padarthena, one object, sambandha, rope snake. I kept somewhere my snake, rope is there. Upon that you superimpose the snake, but snake is not there. you snake is object is inside, whereas in red crystal and flower, both the objects are outside. See the difference. Both the objects are outside. Red flower is outside, red crystal is outside. When I see the rope snake, snake upon the rope, snake is inside. Bhranti, I projected, only rope is there outside. Ekena पदार्थः एकेन पदार्थेन सम्बन्धः तत्र अनिर्वचनीय ख्यातिः. So that is anirvachaniya vastu. Anirvachaniya vastu. These two are not anirvachaniyam. These two are tangibly available in front of crystal and flower, tangibly available in front of us. But whereas in rope snake, snake is not tangibly available. Snake is tangibly available only in snake park. Silver, shell silver. Shell is available in front, outside. Silver is not available as an object. Silver is the wife wearing a bangle silver or in a silver shop. Correct. So that second object is not there in shell silver and rope snake. Therefore, ekena padarthena sambandha. Therefore, we say that snake what you are seeing upon the rope is anirvachaniyam. Oh, mysterious padartha appears. Inexplicable padartha. Anirvachaniya khyatihi. So, two objects, one object. Two objects are required for anyatha khyati. One object is required for anirvachaniya khyati. So this type of hair split categorization, nowhere you can find about these examples and erroneous perception. So I like Vichara Sagara because Nichala Dasa, in very detailed manner he explains. Very slowly he goes. He never jump topic to topic. He goes very slowly, very clearly, and very leisurely he explains. Now let us see how he is going to explain both of them through examples. This crystal and red flower and the shell silver, a rope snake. न च एवं सर्वभ्रमेषु अपि अन्यथाख्यात्यभ्युपगम प्रसंग इति वाच्यम् शुक्तिकादिषु रजतादिभानस्थले अन्यथाख्याति अभ्युपगमे विषयविलक्षणं ज्ञानं नोदेति इति न्याय विरोधस्य प्रसंगात्. Now, here Nichaladasa says, a Purva Pakshi, he wants to, why you are taking Anirvachaniya Khyati? For everything you can take Anyatha Khyati only, why two Anirvachaniya Khyati separately? Purva Pakshi's idea is presented here. Nichaladasa himself introduced first, then he negates. Nacha evam, the Purva Pakshi, just his suggestion. Evam. Sarva Brahmeshu, wherever Brahma happens, Sarva Brahmeshu means wherever erroneous perception, Bhranti Sthaleshu, api anyatha khyati abhyupagama prasanga. Let us introduce only anyatha khyati prasangaha iti vachyam. Let us discuss only anyatha khyati. Shukti kadishu. If you say so, Nischaladasa says, Shukti kadishu, shell silver, rajatadi bhanasthale. When rajatam is appearing there, bhana means appearance. Rajatadi bhanasthale. When rajatam is appearing, anyatha khyati abhyupagame. If you take anyatha khyati, Okay, according to Purvapakshi Nyaya philosopher, all of you take only Anyatha Khyati. Why Anirvachana Khyati separately? All of you come to my party, he is asking. Then Nishaladasa says, if you say so, Anyatha Khyati Abhyupagame. What will happen? Vishaya Vilakshanam Jnanam Nodeti. Vishaya Vilakshanam. This is inverted commas you have to put. Vishaya Vilakshanam Jnana means separate silver knowledge cannot happen in Anyatha Khyati. Rope as a snake cannot appear. Rope as snake cannot appear in Anyatha Khyati because there is only one object. In Spatika Rajatam, Spatika and Raktima, red flower, Japa Kusuma, two objects are there. Anyatha Khyati, Anyatra Dharma, Anyasmin. Okay. Here Anya Vastu eva nasti. Kantagata Rajatameva nasti. Kanta eva nasti. Tatra Kantagata Hastagata Rajatam Katham Bhavati. To have Anyatha Khyati, silver superimposition. And Vishaya Vilakshanam. Vishaya Vilakshanam, shell is there. Other than shell, silver should appear. Vilakshanam. Na udeti. That jnanam. Silver knowledge cannot come there in Anyatha Khyati. Iti, if you say so, it is you are contradicting your own philosophy. Nyayasya virodhasya prasangat. Here nyayasya should be there. Nyaya virodhasya is there. Nyayasya virodhasya prasangat. Prasangaha bhavet ityartha. Nyayasya virodhaha bhavet. Yatra sphatike lauhitya jnanam jayate tatra lauhitya kusumasya स्फटिकेन सह संबंधः अस्ति तस्मात् स्फटिक संबद्ध कुसुमगत लौहित्यं स्फटिके प्रतीयते अंतःकरण वृत्तेः लोहित कुसुमाकारता दृश्य दशायां तस्याः वृत्तेः विषयः लोहित कुसुम संबद्ध स्फटिकोपि तस्मात् कुसुमगत लौहित्यं स्फटिके प्रतीयते. First I will explain this, then we will go to the Shuktika Rajatam. In this last but one line, it is not clear in my book. Make it clear yourself, write down. Now you see, yatra sphatike lauhitya jnanam jayate. Sphatike, on this crystal, now flower is there and crystal is there. So redness jnanam. Arthadhyasa, jnanadhyasa. Jnanadhyasa. Crystal, white crystal or red crystal? No, red crystal. Red crystal knowledge. That is jnanadhyasa. Okay, there cannot be a red crystal. Crystal is always white. So white crystal. Now what I have got knowledge? Red crystal. I hope you are seeing the red crystal. So red crystal. Jnanadhyasa. Lauhitya jnanam. Jayate, redness knowledge. Lauhityamanna, redness. Sphatike, where in that spatika? Spatika, white crystal became a red crystal. White crystal cannot become red crystal, but in your mind, buddhi, antahkaranam, what jnanam? Lauhitya jnanam jayate. Sphatike, lauhitya jnanam. In Spatika there is redness. So red crystal jayate. Tatra lauhitya kusumasya. The redness of the flower spatikena saha sambandha asti. It has got sambandha with red crystal. Sambandha is there or not? very proximate, there is sambandha, closeness, intimacy. Therefore, spatikena saha sambandha asti. Sambandha asti va nasti va? Sambandha asti. So what yatra saha sambandha asti. Tasmat. Therefore, what will happen? Spatika sambandha kusumagata lauhityam. When that flower which is close or proximate to the spatikam, that redness of that flower, which flower has got redness, which flower is close to the crystal, lauhityam, spatike pratiyate. It is transferred, appears. Pratiyate means what? Adhyasyate. Adhyasyate. It is transferred. Is it vastavikam or adhyasikam? Not like paint vastavikam, it is adhyasika sankranti. Spatike pratiyate. Antakarana vrittehe, once it appears redness in the crystal, arthadhyasa happened. Then what will happen? Antakarana vrittehe lauhityam kusumakarata dashayam. Kusumakarata dashaya. When that in antakarana, what will happen? Tasyaha vrittehe vishayaha लोहित कुसुम संबद्ध स्फटिकोपि वृत्तेः विषयः भवति. That spatika also becomes the object of your thought. The redness, red crystal, in that vritti, both will take place. Listen again. Antakarana vrittehe. Jnanam is in the form of vritti. Antakarana vritti. So, antakarana vrittehe. In vritti, jnanam, what happens? Lohita kusumakarata. That kusumakarata, the flowers, redness, dashayam, tasyaha. Antakarana vrittehe. Tasyaha means antakarana vrittehe. Vrittehe vishayaha. What is vrittehe vishayaha? Vishayaha is lohita kusuma sambandha sphatike apinar. Lohita sambandha kusuma. Lohita kusuma sambandha sphatika. Vishaya is there. Then only you get red crystal jnana. To get red crystal jnana, yatha vastu tatha jnana. What vastu must be there? Red crystal. After adhyasa, adhyasika sankranti, you have red crystal. Red crystal is the object in front now. Antakarana vritti must be what? White crystal or red crystal? Antakarana vritti also lohita kusuma sambandha spatikopi vrittehe vishayaha bhavati. That alone can be the vishaya. Jnanadhyasa and arthadhyasa. So, jnanadhyasa cannot come different object. As the vishaya, so the knowledge. As the knowledge, so the vishaya. When you look at the pen, you should not get book knowledge. What knowledge you should get? Pen knowledge. Like that in adhyasa also, when I look at that crystal, because of adhyasa, red flower, I should get white crystal knowledge or red crystal knowledge. Red crystal is the Vishaya. Red crystal, white crystal is the Vishaya, and after Adhyasa it is appearing as red crystal. So, red crystal knowledge. Red crystal happens to be the object. Where is it? In Antakarana. Outside is what? White crystal. Inside is what? Red crystal. Red crystal knowledge. Vrittehe vishayaha bhavati. Tasmat kusumagata lauhityam. That redness which is in the kusuma, the flower, sphatike, in sphatikam, in the crystal, pratiyate, it appears. Pratiyate means adhyasyate. It appears, not real. So, all jnanadhyasas experienced, whatever is experienced, they're all in the mind. All arthadhyasa put together world. All jnanadhyasa put together samashti manaha. All jnanadhyasa put together mind samashti manaha. All arthadhyasa put together world. What we are seeing the world. Real, real. Pongalo, pongal madri. People are all running after this world. Na? What you are running after this world is like a swapna, marriage water. Marriage water. Kopama varum shastra mela, guru mela. We are angry with the guru. Huh? I am my son, my daughter, my house, my property. All are unreal, like marriage water. How can you say so? What can I do? Shastra is telling, I have understood. I want to tell all of you. You also understand. Otherwise, okay, it is your choice. Okay, ball is in your court. एवं शुक्तिः रजतरूपेण न ज्ञायेत यतः अन्यमतरीत्या शुक्तिदेशे अनिर्वचनीयं वा व्यावहारिकं वा रजतं नास्ति किन्तु शुक्तिरेव अस्ति अन्तःकरणस्य शुक्तिसम्बन्धे सति शुक्तिसमानाकारैव वृत्ति जायेत न रजताकार अंतःकरण वृत्तिर्भवेत् तस्माद् अस्मिन्मते शुक्ति रजतादि भ्रमस्थले अविद्या परिणामरूपं चैतन्यं विवर्तरूपं च अनिर्वचनीयं रजतं तज्ज्ञानं च इत्युभयमपि उत्पद्यते इत्यङ्गीक्रियते. So therefore, evam, in this manner, Shukti Rajata Rupena na Jayeta. Shukti, just as Spatikam become red crystal, shell cannot become silver. Shell cannot become silver in anyatha khyati. Okay. Shukti Rajata Rupena. This is not possible in the case of shell silver, he says. Rajata Rupena na jnayeta. You cannot know as silver. In Spatika, I know red crystal. Can you say a silver? Shell silver you are telling. Can you see the silver there? But redness I see in the crystal. Silver you cannot have. You cannot see. Yataha anya mataritya. Anya mataritya means nyaya mataritya. Anya mataritya shukti deshe. According to the Purvapakshi, Nyayamata, he is asking for, take Anyatha Khyati only in Shukti Rajata also, he is telling, Shukti Deshe, in the place of shell, Anirvachaniyam va Vyavaharikam va Rajatam Nasti. In that Shukti there is no Anirvachanam, inexplicable silver also, or Vyavaharikam, silver also. Here Vyavaharika means a bangle of a woman. Vyavaharika, bangle of a woman, both of them are not there. Kintu Shukti Reva Asti. Shell only is there. Antakaranasya Shukti Sambandhe Sati. Now, when my antakaranam is get associated with the Shukti Sati, Shukti Samanakara Eva Vritti Jayata. I can see only Shukti. Shall only the thought should come in the mind. Na Rajatakara Antahkarana Vritti Bhavet. It cannot in Anyatha Khyati. Rajatakaram cannot take place in the mind. Tasmat. Asmat mate, in our matam, Shukti Rajatadi Brahmasthale, Avidya Parinama Rupa Chaitanyam Vivarta Rupam. In our case, in Advaitins opinion, Avidya Parinama Rupam, your ignorance of shell. Here in red flower and crystal, I am not ignorant of either crystal or a flower. Both are in front in Anyatha Khyati. But you apply the Anyatha Khyati there, it is not possible because Anirvachaniyam, Avidya Parinama Rupa Chaitanya Vivarta Rupa. Chaitanyam alone without undergoing any change. Vivarta means without undergoing any change, Chaitanyam, Anirvachaniya Rajatam, inexplicable, in Anirvachaniya Khyati, inexplicable silver is superimposed. Chaitanya Vivarta Rupam, Tad Jnanam Cha, Ubhayamapi Utpadyate iti Angikriyate. We accept Rajata Jnanam, Rajata Chaitanya Vivartam. That means silver is. Silver is. The easiness given by whom? By silver. Easiness to silver upon the shell in Anirvachaniya Khyati given by whom? Aidi Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam, Aidi, Chit alone has given the silver ease. Easiness is given by me. That's why Anirva Chaitanya, Anirvachaniyam, Chaitanya Vivartam. Without undergoing any change, I, the Chaitanyam, I am just giving existence to the silver. Silver is. Because of ignorance, Avidya Parinama Rupam, that is important. Avidya Parinama Rupam means I am ignorant of shell. I am ignorant of shell. Then what Chaitanya does, this fellow is ignorant of shell. Therefore, let me give easiness to the silver. Silver is. That easiness not given by the silver gold shop, silver shop. Easiness, silver is given by the Chaitanya Vivarta Rupam. I, the Chaitanyam, without undergoing any change, I lend existence to that Satyata. I lend existence to that silver. Anirvachaniya Rajatam Tad Jnanam. Then silver knowledge. Anirvachaniya Rajatam, inexplicable silver, and silver knowledge. Jnanam cha ubhayamapi utpadyate. Both are born. Iti angikriyate. This is accepted. Iti ubhayamapi angikriyate. Spatika lohitya brahmasthale tu spatikena lohita kusumena antahka cha antahkarana vrittehe sambandha asti lohita pushpa sambandha lohityakara vrittirjayate tasyaha vrittehe spatikena api sambandha asti Spatike cha lohitya pratipalanamasti tasmat pushpadharma bhuta louhityam spatike tasyaha vrittir vishayi bhavati tatha cha yatra dvayoho padarthayoho samsargaha asti tatra anyadharmasya anyatra Pratibhanam anyadha khyatirev bhavati. This can be only anyadha khyati. Same thing he is restating. What is that? Spatika lauhitya brahmasthale. Brahma means bhranti, delusion. In that place where that red crystal, Spatika Lauhityam, red crystal, in this case, tu means Vailakshanya Dyotanartham. Rajata Shukti Vishaye Anyat. Whereas in this particular Rakti Kusuma, Spatikena Lohita Kusumena cha Antakarana Vrittehe. You see, we have Spatika thought and redness thought. Spatikena Lohitya Kusumena, red flower thought, and crystal thought. Antakarana vrittehe sambandha. The redness of that color, flower, and is belong to the flower. You have combined the color of the flower and white crystal. Crystal and color of the flower combined, and you say red crystal. So sambandha asti. Lohita pushpa sambandha lohitaakara vrittihir jayate. Therefore you get the red color akara vritti. Otherwise how you get red crystal knowledge? Unless you get red crystal thought, lohitya pushpa pratifalan lohitya akara, lohityaakara. Akara means shape. Crystal shape is a red crystal shape thought. Thought should come. Vrittihi jayate. Otherwise you are going to get jnana. This is red crystal. Red crystal is a knowledge. Okay? Red crystal is a knowledge. Born where? In the mind. Antakarana. Jayate. Tasyaha vrittehe, of that thought, spatikenapi sambandha asti. That vritti has got connection with the thought. So my eyes looked at the spatikam, vritti went, no, like a beam of light, it pervades. And that flower, because of the redness, you see the red crystal. To get the red crystal knowledge, what is jnanadhyasa? Jnanadhyasa. So, spatika, arthadhyasa, and red crystal, jnanadhyasa. Spatika, arthadhyasa. Spatika, lauhitya, kusuma, akara, sambandha is arthadhyasa. Oh, red crystal object outside and red crystal knowledge inside. Sambandha asti. Spatike cha lauhitya pratiphalam asti. Spatike, what is the pratiphalam? What is the result? Lauhityam, red crystal, redness. Tasmat pushpa dharma, the redness of the flower. Dharma bhuta, that pushpa which has got redness, lauhityam spatikena. That redness of that Krishna flower is transferred to spatika. Tasyaha vritti vishayi bhavati. That thought will red crystal thought. Red crystal object vishayi bhavati means what? Arthadhyasa. Red crystal knowledge. That is jnanadhyasa. Tatha cha yatra dvayoho, therefore dvayoho padarthayoho, spatika and red flower, padarthayoho samsargaha. How elaborately he is explaining. We must have patience to go along with him. Otherwise, what is this spatika? The clarity in explaining, unless you understand the dashtanta clearly, drishtanta clearly, dashtanta cannot be clear. That's why repeatedly he is telling. Samsargaha. So samsarga is very important. That sankranti, samsadhyasika sankranti asti. Tatra anyadharmasya anyatra. Anya dharma is what? Red color of the flower. Anyatra, where in the crystal. Pratibhanam, appearance. It is known as Anyatha Khyatireva Bhavati. It is only Anyatha Khyatihi. यत्र द्वयोः पदार्थयोः सम्बन्धः नास्ति न तत्र अन्यथा ख्यातिः किन्तु अनिर्वचनीय ख्यातिरेव. Where there are no two things, yatra, where dvayoho padarthayoho. Tadha cha yatra dvayoho padarthayoho. Wherever there are two objects, samsargaha asti, association is there, there anyatha khyati. Yatra dvayoho padarthayoho sambandha nasti. Where there are no two objects, tatra na anyatha khyati. You cannot talk about anyatha khyati. Everybody wants their view only should accepted by everyone. Nischala Dasa says no. Anyatha khyati cannot be applied where there are no two objects. Anya dharma anyasya. That is possible in anyatha khyati. Okay. Kintu anirvachaniya khyati reva. What we are talking, shell silver, roof snake, only anirvachaniya khyatihi. Yatha lohita pushpa sambandhe spatike pushpagata lohithyam pratibhati तथा स्वप्ने अधिष्ठान चैतन्येन संबंधेषु हस्त्यादिषु अधिष्ठान चैतन्य धर्मस्य सत्यता प्रतिभाति स्फटिके लोहित्यं भानमिव स्वप्न पदार्थे सत्यता भानमपि अन्यथा ख्यातिरेव. एवं अधिष्ठान चैतन्यगतं कारणत्वं अधिष्ठान चैतन्य संबद्ध देशकालयोः प्रतीयते अन्यथा ख्याति विधया एव. Now he says we take anyatha khyati where he tells yatha. So anirvachaniya khyati alone happens in shukti rajatam, not anyatha khyati. So now anyatha khyati I will apply, we accept where lohitya pushpa sambadhe spatike pushpagata lohithyam pratibhati. Just as the redness of that flower is superimposed upon the crystal pratibhati, tatha similarly swapne. This is another example. Swapna, in dream, adhisthana chaitanyena sambandheshu hastyadishu, that elephant etc. objects, mountain etc. objects, what we are all seeing, chaitanya adhisthana chaitanyena swapne. In dream, adhisthana chaitanyam chaitanya dharma satyata. Dream elephant is, mountain is, that reality of that elephant in the dream is that easiness belongs to the chaitanya. Adhisthana chaitanya satyata pratibhati. Very important this sentence. The easiness of the chaitanyam is given to the elephant which you are seeing in the dream. Elephant is, tiger is. That easiness belongs to elephant or chaitanyam? Chaitanya. Chaitanya, adhisthana chaitanya satyata. Satyata means existence. Existence in the form of easiness. Is. Pratibhati. Spatike lauhitya bhanamiva. Now just as in spatika, redness is there, swapna padarthe, in dream objects, satyata bhanam api, the reality, tiger is, elephant is, that easiness api, anyatha khyatireva. That satyata of chaitanyam is superimposed upon the dream elephant. Evameva adhisthana chaitanyagatam karanatvam. Similarly, now he comes to the Dashtanta, our topic. Adhisthana chaitanyagata karanatvam. That karanatvam, adhisthana chaitanya sambandha deshakalayoh. So deshakala is there and chaitanyagata karanatvam. What will happen? Pratiyate. Deshakala pratiyate. The karanatvam of the chaitanyam appears in the deshakala. Then you can talk about world as karyam. Deshakala, they are superimposed. The karanatvam is superimposed. Desha and kala are the karanam for the srishti, jagat you are talking. All are taken from Brahman only. These two lines we will see in the next evam eva onwards. Evam adhishtanam, little bit to be explained. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.